a pair of losses at Brooklyn and at New York. The Bucks win the opening tip, which means $500 to Milwaukee's Habitat for Humanity, thanks to the Sargento tip-off for Holmes. Conley, 14 years in the league, and Donovan Mitchell. The Bucks able to control the rebound off the miss. Conley, a 41% three-point shooter. Giannis, yes, little scoop from the front, and one.
Again, attacking. Mentioned Mike Conley Jr.'s three-point shooting, 40%, Jim, but he was at 46 before the trip to New York, where he was 2 for 11. That's what Bogdanovich does. Great mid-range shooter, nice at creating his own shot. Very talented and skilled offensive player.
Jrue Holiday drives on Mitchell. Mitchell ends up with the rebound. He's squeezed at midcourt, gets it away to Conley. Conley giving it up. And the three ball made by Royce O'Neal. He made 92 threes last season.
Yeah, he's also a really solid shooter. Doesn't score a lot of points, doesn't get a lot of opportunities.
O'Neal has their best three-point percentage at the moment, 45%. You talk about Conley dropping off lately. He had 7 threes on New Year's Day against the Clippers.
He's trying to refine Bucks like to do. When he goes, when the defender goes underneath, it gives him a chance to slow down a bit. Not a really quick release on his part. You go over the top, keep him moving, keep him active. Tougher for him to get set.
Step back three, yes, Donovan Mitchell.
Talk about another guy capable of having huge nights. And you know, the Jazz are focused. I mean, they lost 2 in a row, blew a 20-point lead in one of those, didn't show up in another.
They were up 18 in the second quarter in New York in the last game and lost 112-100. Here's Conley, and he hits the three from the corner.
So give him a chance to get his feet set. So Chris Middleton goes underneath. Mitchell almost makes him pay, but until Mitchell shows he can hit that shot consistently and you can get out and contest effectively. Nice.
Oh, my, Giannis! And 1 second for Mitchell. Both free throws so far made by Antetokounmpo.
And your big fella talking about Giannis.
Giannis,
nice
over Gobert.
And there's one of those 3 combination moves in the restricted area. We saw it against Mason Plumlee and the Detroit Pistons the other night. Had to use the same type of guile to get it up and over the Stifle Tower.
Rudy Gobert with a new 5-year contract. Royce O'Neal has his second.
And get you off me a little bit. Good job, Dante.
Great anticipation. DiVincenzo scores with a challenge by Mike Conley.
That's one thing the Jazz have talked about amongst themselves, not making the careless passes. They've had a spate of 20 turnover-plus games that have caused them some issues this season.
Three-pointer good for Mike Conley.
And there's Jrue going underneath.
Long pass.
Moving as opposed to going underneath and allowing him to get his feet set.
This time Conley gets to the paint. Ball knocked out. Controlled by O'Neal. Shot clock at 8. Jordan Clarkson for 3.
Always loved his game.
With Utah. We were told today that this is the first time that Joe Ingles has ever seen his name on an injury report in the NBA.
Yeah, remarkable resiliency, but he's only 657 games behind Ron Boone, who played 1,041 straight. So, I mean, he knew that wasn't realistic, and give him all the props in the world for being able to suit up and show up like he has done throughout his career, Joe Ingles.
Mike Conley drives, gives it up. The Bucks hustle and take it away. Jrue Holiday. Ron Boone, the radio analyst for the Jazz out in Salt Lake City. 3 on the way. Missed by Brook Lopez. Chris Middleton off the glass. He was surrounded. He had 4 defenders. He was by himself that time.
And again, that green light, we were talking earlier about offensive rebounding. Try and manufacture points in a variety of different ways.
And from the outside, Bojan Bogdanović, a 34% three-point shooter at the moment.
Here and was wearing a black brace because he was having pain with the follow-through that was affecting his shooting. I mean, talk about shooting. He's not going to paint and wait for him. because he picks up a head of steam with that Euro step, change of direction. It's just tough to predict what he's going to do.
Conley takes another three.
You got to pick him up just a little bit earlier, and even then.
Giannis big time downhill, yes, and one.
And I picked him up earlier. That gets into your mind as a player when you shoot the basketball.
I think Portis is in the top 5 scoring off the bench in the NBA right now as well. Clean up, Thanasis Antetokounmpo. He was 4 for 4 the other night against Detroit, all 4 dunks.
He's on a roll. Good offensive rebound. Stay within your limitations. Bobby Portis, I don't know what he did against Mike Conley, but Conley had, I won't say a broken ankle, but looked like a severely sprained one when he went down.
Clarkson gives it up, gets it back, and hits the 3 ball.
See, he's a catch-and-shoot guy. Had a 37-point game about a year ago coming off the bench for the Jazz. He's instant offense, and he can do it off the bounce, isolation, but he can do it moving without the basketball.
Middleton drives to score off the glass. Utah has outscored the Bucks by 24 points already on 3-point makes. 8 of 15. Milwaukee is 0 for 3.
Yeah, it's a tale of 2 approaches as the Bucks are attacking, especially with Gobert on the bench. He just comes back in the game, and the Jazz feel like, again, with the Milwaukee rim protection mindset defensively, there will be some open 3-pointers made, available to you, and if you can knock them down, gives you a great shot to hang in and put yourself in a position to win.
Favors sits after 3 minutes of action. Mike Conley talking with Quinn Snyder. A rifle pass, beautiful, and a block shot, Rudy Gobert.
That's a nice job. 2.5 blocks a game. That's what Gobert does so well. Quick off his feet and long. Great combination for a defender. Rim protector.
Well, Thanasis may have committed a foul from behind, but it's Holiday who was seen committing the foul.
And Gobert just kind of cleans up mistakes inside. There's a little back cut by Drew Holiday. He is lurking off the ball. Seems like he's a better shot blocker when he's off the ball as opposed to when you've got it and have a chance to get him moving and use your body to neutralize some of his shot blocking ability.
Sometimes you can foul Gobert for profit. He's a 55% free throw shooter. 2020-21 City Collection is on sale now. Rep the newest Bucks City Edition jersey and the entire collection. It's available at the Bucks Pro Shop at Fiserv Forum or at shop.bucks.com. (26-24), Utah leading Milwaukee with 3:14 to play in the first. Gobert missed them both. DJ Augustine with a high dribble out to the top, and now Middleton. Step back over Mitchell. Yes.
Tough shot. Had to regain his rhythm on that first pump pick. I thought he should have just rose and fired right there, but nice job collecting himself and knocking down the bucket.
Like a Hellcat.